Welcome back to News to the Science, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. And today we're doing another Marvel Spider-Man 2 photo mode submissions video. This is Marvel Spider-Man 2 photo mode submissions number 5, and this is going to be great. I'm excited. I did catch a bit of a glimpse about what I'm about to see here in just a bit. So before I do that, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the bell notifications so y'all don't miss anything. And if you're interested in submitting your favorite and best amazing Marvel Spider-Man 2 photo mode submissions photos, then definitely be sure to send them over to my Discord, or you can tweet at me, or you can message me on my Instagram or Twitter. And if you're going to use Twitter, use the hashtag SpideyPhotos. It's that simple, and I'll be able to find you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look at our first photo here, and that's going to be through Twitter actually. So onto my messages here. I actually got this from Snowboard 087. Now, there was a few photos that he did send me, and I had to pick up some of my favorite ones. And of course, there are some that do pop out more than others. So I went with like some of the Amazing Spider-Man 2 shots right here. This one is of the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Now, everything about this photo is perfect, from like the light reflecting on his costume to his lenses reflecting everything that's down below him, to the web lines coming out of his web cartridges, and also the Coney Island big wheel that's actually in the background, and like the moody cloudy looking sky that's in the background as well. In this shot, the costume looks realistic, and it looks really good. It looks like it came out of like the set of the movie, at least a CGI shot of the Amazing Spider-Man 2. So way to go, man. I really love the shot. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep going. Snowboard 087, thank you so much for sending me your amazing shots there. So let's go to Discord, where I do actually go over some of the photos of the Marvel Spider-Man 2 photo mode submissions videos that I do here. So we're gonna start with Mikey6198. You may be familiar. He does amazing shots. I picked this one only because it looks like it could be like an actual game cover. It's a simple shot. It's the side of Spider-Man's head, you know, and Oscorp Industries being like the villain of the, I guess you could say, like this so-called game. The cover says it all. Like if I was to like cut this like that and make it a video game cover, that would say it all. It would make the perfect game cover. Oscorp Industries is up to no good, and I think at the end the final boss would be the Green Goblin, and this would make a great game cover. Also, I really like the use of like the dark tones. Probably use like the war film tone, or I guess you can say the filter, the war film filter, kind of blended it a little bit. And I like how like the reds are like dark, especially also like the web lines on the mask looks pretty dark and kind of messed up as well. Looks like he's been through like he looks like he's around, like rough around the edges. He's been through like the works here in battle and everything, because you can see there's a little damage and dirt around his mask. So it looks really cool. Thank you, Mikey6198, for sending me this shot. All right, let's see what other shots I can actually find in this one, and I think I gave that one a fire. So yeah, that looks really good. Thank you, Mikey, once again. Let's see what else I can find. Well, this one looks good. It's a little blurry, but this one's from CD. Sounds like this person is new. I like this one. It looks like this is something that Spider-Man in a black suit from Spider-Man 3 would have done. There was that one scene in Spider-Man 3 where, Peter was, at least in his black suited Spider-Man costume, he was attacking some thugs. He got a couple thugs in motorcycles and stuff like that. And this is something that we probably would have seen if like they added those deleted scenes, I would have loved to see more Spider-Man, black suited Spider-Man scenes in that movie, but unfortunately there were some things that were cut and a lot of unnecessary scenes that were added, which made it to be a worse movie than we imagined. So I still watch it, though. I kind of have a soft spot of Spider-Man 3. It's not the best movie, but I still watch it. Like if I were to do a marathon and play all the original 3 Spider-Man movies, I'd watch it to conclude it, just to get that finisher right there. But good shot there, CD. I'll go ahead and give you a little fire for that. So, all right, the next ones, let's see what else we can find here. Let's see what other gems that we can find. Not applesauce. That's kind of an odd name. I picked this one. I'm pretty sure anybody can get this shot, but I'm not entirely sure if you can manipulate any lighting or shadows during this cutscene, because I find that in a lot of photo modes, you can't really manipulate a lot of like lights and shadows or whatever during a cutscene of a game. which is a shame. I would love to do that. But this one actually looks a bit different than I remember when Spider-Man was removing the black suit from him. Let me know, not applesauce, if you were managed to able to, like, you know, manipulate the lights or the shadows of this one, because it looks a little different than I remember. But great shot nonetheless, and as a bonus, I think this one's a wonderful shot, where it appears that Spider-Man the cat's freaking out, and so is Miles, because his eyes are even wider than they normally are with this costume. So I like that one a lot. All right, CD, you get a bonus only because it's hilarious. I never thought of that. Getting to the tallest building in the map, which is the Empire's, not the Empire State. Is it? Yeah, no, it's the World Trade Center. That's the tallest one. At the top of the Empire State, you can actually get to this point, which is extremely high. And he chose this pose to make it look like that big old cross that you find in Brazil. But this is actually quite creative. I didn't think about doing that. Actually, I didn't play with a lot of poses in Marvel Spider-Man 2. But I picked this one not because it looks nice, but like it's nice to see like the city from this height. But I picked it because it's kind of funny and a little creative. So CD, thank you so much for submitting that shot. We're already on what, the 5th photo? All right, let's see what else we can find here. So again, like I mentioned in some of my previous Spider-Man 2 photo mode submissions, if I pick your photo twice, I mean, that's a good thing. And also, if I didn't pick your photos, for those of you who are watching, don't feel too bad. There's always next time, you know? Let's see. The Ninja submitted this one. I like this one. It's simple. It's just a Spider-Man diving. Nothing special. Doesn't even activate the web wings, which is cool. A free-falling, diving Spider-Man in Marvel Spider-Man 2. With the city in the background, of course. It looks like you got some warbly effect, meaning like he slowed it down so he can capture like the perfect shot of Spider-Man diving. It's quite creative. Could use a little bit more work with the lighting, but I like it nonetheless because it's Spider-Man. He's always free falling and diving because he's brave like that. He's Spider-Man. So good shot, man. All right, Legion of Elgor. It doesn't get any more patriotic than this. Yes, it's super American. This is quite reminiscent of the Spider-Man movies where like he would land on the American flagpole or the American flag would be right behind him when he's running and about to jump off a building. And also the reason why I picked this one is because everything around Spider-Man and the flag, of course, is darkened, where like the main focus is like this is America. And yes, Spider-Man is an American hero. He's an American character. So great use of minimal lighting with a little spotlight or sphere light above and the little shine in his lenses. It looks fantastic. And I couldn't help but notice that this Spider-Man is wearing the Advanced 1.0 suit, or like the first one. And I really like this one a lot. So thank you, Legion of Elgor, for submitting this shot. This is awesome. I'm going to give that a fire. And I'm also going to give this one a fire because this looks even a lot better than the original one. And it's raining in this shot. It's a new one. Very nice. I love it. Thank you so much for submitting this one. All right. That was like, what, 7 or 6? Yeah. I'm losing count there, but I'm pretty sure I already did like 6 or 7 of them. And so I got like about maybe 4 to go. Let's see what else I can find. This one's from D. I'm trying to focus. I'm trying to see what he's doing here. I believe this is of Miles Morales in an alternate colored suit. One of his suits here. I like this one because he's contorted in a very weird way. There's the building, and I think he's doing a finisher. But I like it also because like the web line is like swirling around, and you can see some of the details in the webs. And it looks really cool. I like this point of view. Wow, that's pretty creative. Thank you, D, for submitting this shot. This looks awesome. All right, next one. All right, let's see what else we can find here. Oh, man. Someone is a Wayne's World fan. These photos are right here were submitted to us by some young guy.
I'll have the cream of some young guy.
Oh, man. You know, I guess I'm showing my age since I already know that reference. This is pretty cool. I really like how like the web wings change color depending on what costume you're wearing. But this one looks really nice. Or unless, I think Miles' web wings are always red. But I think depending on what costume you're wearing, you do get different colored web wings. I could be wrong. I don't remember. I like this one because like the overall city and like the entire sky is obscured like and blurred out. So great use of aperture work by default. But then in the foreground, like the buildings in the foreground, you can actually see the little details, including this little park area right here. And it's Spider-Man just jumping off a building, getting ready to... actually, you know what? He was gliding this way, and then he was about to take off his wings and then fall down. That's what it looks like. Peter has a different animation when he stops using his web wings. You know, you just press circle, and then he just stops. And then just drops to the ground. Not Miles, he just falls backwards and downwards head first when he stops using his web wings. But I like this. It's like a mid shot of him like stopping his web wings, which is pretty cool. So thank you, some young guy. All right, and I got like about another bonus too that I want to pick, and I think I found my bonus too. This one is from Skate 109. I picked this shot because it's reminiscent of like, let's say, a photo on the set, like, you know, like a picture of Spider-Man on the set of the 2002 Spider-Man movie, and it looks that realistic. What always bothers me about this costume though in the game is how Insomniac Games gets the costume wrong. If you play Marvel Spider-Man on PC, the modders that did some work on this costume got the costume more accurate, and they got it right. And you would think Insomniac Games, being a pretty big, you know, gaming studio who's owned by PlayStation, they would learn from those modders, that they would apply what they've seen from like the modding community, and they would apply it to the sequel. But no. See, they got like the head shape wrong. I feel like it's like a little too big, and the eyes are a little too small for the head. Like, I know there's like a mask underneath like the costume of the classic Raimi costume, but I think they still got it wrong. They got the look incorrect. This costume needs a little bit more work. Otherwise, I would wear it more often in the game. But aside from that, it's a great looking suit because it looks like this thick shadowy line splits the mask in half, and there's a great use of like spot lighting or sphere lighting in this one, and it looks epic. And then lastly, this is again from Skate. It's of the first advanced suit. The reason why I picked this one is because it looks like it's been ripped off of the Marvel Spider-Man novel. I actually have that novel, and the cover looks just like this. I think it's an excellent shot. I love how like either not a sepia, but like more like a vintage or a war film filter was used, and it was blended pretty well, and the lighting is at a minimal, and the red looks incredibly sharp, and the city in the background, including the cars and the buildings, are completely apertured out, where like the aperture is set to a high, and it makes Spider-Man, the subject, pop out even more. So I think this is a great shot. Mikey, this is fire. I'm definitely going to give those a fire as well. Those are amazing. This perhaps might be my favorite one, and I think I'm going to make that my thumbnail. So Mikey, thank you. Not Mikey, I'm sorry, Skate. Thank you once again for submitting this shot. It is gorgeous, and I hope you guys get to see my shots too, because oftentimes I would submit my shots. So these are some of mine that I submitted today. It's nothing special, but I think they look pretty good for what I did. I try. I mean, some of you guys submit masterpieces. Me, it's like I can't really compete because all of you are on a whole nother level. Like seriously, like it's ridiculous, but it's great though. So I do my best, and I do submit some photos, and I thank whoever submitted this fire. Like this was by Solage too. Thank you so much for giving me that fire icon right there. And that's pretty much for today. So if you had a blast with this photo mode submission video, then I thank you all for joining. I had a lot of fun. I can't wait to do more of these. Until next time, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the bell notification so y'all don't miss anything. Dislike it if you did. And as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next comic panel.